All right, what's your name, ma'am?
Samantha Robinson.
Samantha Robinson.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
old are you?
I am 40.
40.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, where you from?
Cross City.
Cross City. Okay, all right. I was just in Fanning.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. And so you got kids?
I have 3.
You got 3?
Yes.
Okay, are you homeless?
Very homeless.
Very homeless. How long you been homeless?
Since 2001.
Since 2001?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how'd you become homeless?
Pretty much following up behind the wrong people, thinking that, they care about me, and then here come the finances, and then the transportation, and then COVID.
Okay, where your kids at?
I have one in Tallahassee, one is in a program which resides in Gainesville, but he just got sent to a level 6 program for Grand Theft Auto, and my oldest one is in Tallahassee.
In Tallahassee?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can't live with your kids?
I mean, they're young.
They're young?
Yeah, they're like teens. My youngest one is 13. My one over here that's in the program, he is 15, and my oldest one is 17.
Okay, who got them?
My aunt and my sister.
Your aunt and your sister. Okay, all right, and so
I did not get along with my sister, and my aunt, she have offered me to stay, but I had some legal things going on over here. Now that I have them out the way, I have been considering going to stay with them.
To stay with your aunt?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And so, how far did you make it in school?
Matter of fact, I made it to 11th grade. Then I got caught up with a friend that got tied up in arson, which was 100 feet from the school. So they kicked me out of school, and I couldn't go to no public schools indefinitely.
Was it like drugs or something?
No, she was just getting abused by her father at the time. She was 13, and her father was sleeping with her and her sister, and he was selling them to his friends and stuff, because he was an alcoholic. Then he started dibbling and dabbling in different drugs and stuff, and crack cocaine became his addiction. And in order to get it, he had to sell his 2 daughters to the dope man.
But what that had to do with you?
She was my best friend, and she got arrested, and she was going to first appearance before they sent her to juvenile. And I went to the courthouse and went through the back door and opened the little holding cell door that they was holding them in.
Can you speak up a little bit?
At the time, and and we just went on a little run or whatever.
What you did? You kidnapped her from
I
the
didn't
court?
kidnap her, I just let her go.
What?
Because she was my best friend. She was the only friend I had.
So y'all came into the streets?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. And so, okay.
Yes.
You ever been married?
One time. I just got divorced in 2020. Best thing could ever happen to me. Should have never got married in the first place, especially not to the guy that I married.
How long y'all was married or together?
I've been knowing him for like 7 years, but we was together like 4.5. 2 of those married, but he was not HIV positive but full blown, and he didn't tell me. I had to find out from the streets, and luckily his special doctor that he called us from the health department seen us walking down Main Street, and she stopped me and had me to meet her on the 3rd stage at her office at 8:30. I got there at 7:45.
Yeah.
And when I got there, his folder was open saying detected, and I'm like, what is this? And she told me that my husband was full-blown AIDS, and he probably hadn't told me that he messed up several women in the past, but neither one of them didn't want to come forward. And I'm like, okay, so what do I need to do? And they tested me for like 3 to 6 months straight to make sure, and I am negative by the grace of God.
Wow.
And,
wow.
Up until now, I'm still getting tested.
Wow.
I just got my last set of results about 3.5 weeks ago, and by the grace of God, they're still negative, and I'm still getting tested. From way back then, it was a shock, it was a scare, it was a wake up, and to be honest, since him, I have been with 2 men since, and one of those is my God, and one of those is my best friend.
Okay,
Yes,
okay, all right. And so, do you have a tent out here?
I had one, but somebody stole it.
So, where do you sleep at?
Pillow to pole, sidewalks, wherever I can, side of the store over here, wherever I can.
You have like blankets, covers, and stuff?
I have one cover and half a pillow. Somebody took upon themselves to cut my pillow in half, and my foam pillow cut it in half and tucked some cover in it, like I wouldn't know that it was a half a pillow. Yeah, crazy, but that's what they do. I guess.
So, how do you survive? How you make your money out here?
To be honest, I just do like certain little ends and odds. I go and like sweep in front of the community center. It's a lady named Miss Faye come through. She be wanting stuff done around her house. You have some women come through wanting maybe their living room vacuumed or their bathroom cleaned or their windows cleaned. The ones that don't like to do those type of jobs, stuff like that. But one thing I don't do is prostitute because I have seen a lot of my homegirls get in cars and get thrown out of them coming down Main Street going 60, and it's crazy. So, yes, I try to do everything I do honest. I do drugs, which is crack cocaine, and I smoke K2, but that don't affect, what I do every day in life, and it don't affect me because my God first.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. And if you had any advice to offer to the younger
Stay
generation?
in school, keep your head up, don't let nothing detour you from life. If you got a goal, stick to it, do whatever it takes to maintain that goal. Don't let your guard down, just push forward. Don't let nothing get in your head, don't let nothing talk you out of it. As long as it's in here, and you can achieve it.
Okay. And so let me ask you this one last question. How did you get on the crack cocaine? How did you get on the drugs?
To be honest with you, I was 13 years old, and my godmother slash stepmother was smoking cocaine. She sent me to her boss lady house to pick up this envelope. When I got it back, my dad had got off from work and he was going into her room. She was in the bathroom. I took her the envelope and she thought I knew what was in it, but she didn't want my dad to know what she was doing. So I seen her put this white hard stuff on a little long pipe thing with a bowl, and she melted it down and it formed up a big cloud of smoke, and she inhaled all the smoke and she pulled me by the back of my neck and she blew it in my mouth. And she told me
Wow.
that as long as she did that, then I would be an addict and I wouldn't have to worry about going to tell my dad that she smoked crack cocaine. And after that incident, I ran across a guy when I was 17 years old that took a metal crack pipe and dropped a 20 rock on it, hit it, told me to hold my bra open, and he dropped it right on my skin because I wouldn't get high with him.
So it got in your pores?
Yes, it burnt. I had a 3rd-degree burn. It peeled all my skin off. Still got the mark on my breast right here, about this big around. Pulled all my skin off, and on top of that, he beat me for like 20 minutes until I got high with him.
My
And
Lord.
that's officially how I got hooked on cocaine.
Do you believe in God?
I believe in my higher power, God. Yes, I do.
Okay, all right. And if I want to find you, where am I find you at?
Anywhere in this area.
Anywhere in the area?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.